Hi guys, I'm Monica. This is the Distracted Crafter podcast. I am a knitter, a dyer of yarn, and I work at a school teaching Spanish. I am also an architect, and this is the place where I talk about my creations and what I'm working on, mostly knitting and yarn dyeing, and sometimes I spin a little bit and sometimes I sew some things, and if something else comes along and it's something that interests me, I will do it. So recording from South Carolina and dyeing yarn and knitting all the things from South Carolina. Welcome to my podcast. Episode, if you count the pilot as number 1, this would be number 4, and otherwise it's number 3. So here I am, and I'm here to show you some of the things that I've been working on recently. And I want to start by showing you one of my finished projects, which is Riker's sweater. I was working on it on one of these episodes, and now it's finally completed, and I am really happy with it. I was doubting on the length of the body, but it actually fits him just perfect, especially because he doesn't like super long t-shirts or sweater, and he was very happy with it and very happy to wear it. So I'm really content with how it came out. I didn't talk about this last time, but it has a special bind off, the one that looks super pretty, and why can I not think of the name right now? But you basically do a like a setup, slip in stitches, and then you sew it, kind of like Kitchener tubular bind off. That's what this is called. And it called for the same on the sleeves and the neck, but I think I only did it on the neck. I did not do it on the sleeves because, you know, boys, they don't really care. And but anyways, it's a gorgeous sweater. I want to make one for the little one, so because of course while I was knitting it, my younger boy was like, is this for me? I want one. And he puts it on, but he knows it's not his. So that's one of my finished objects that I'm super proud of. And I brought another one because in my last episode I said that I didn't knit with, or that I didn't use that much of store-bought yarn, and I lied, I do. And this is not a knitted object, this is crochet, and this is like one of the first things I did when I moved back to the USA. And it's just a huge scarf, humongous scarf. I remember Lion Brand had a sale and had this yarn that changes color, and I bought it, and I think it's called, if I'm not mistaken, it's called the V stitch, and I watched a video and I learned how to do it, and here it is. I was in love with purple, and I took it to a trip to New York, and my friends really liked it, and it was really nice for me to take it because it was very, very cold there. But it's a very old project, but I wanted to show you it. So those are my 2 FOs, and this is an old one. And one more thing about this one, the designer, it's called Sammy Sweater is the name of the pattern, and the designer is Brother and Sister Knits, and I will link to it in case you like it. I think she's got sizes for children and adults, but I made a children's sweater. And one thing that I'm working off that I'm having actually a lot of fun right now, because I wanted something fast and some more store-bought yarn. I'm making this crazy thing that I got at our Christmas party, where you get some unexpected yarn. And it looks like, I tell my students that this looks like a caterpillar, you know, those but on the inside, well, I'm making a hat, and I'm making the beginner's brioche hat by what is her first name? L, starts with an L, but her last name is Patriciella or Patriciella, and I will find that. I'm sorry that I can't remember. I'll find her name and I will either put it here somewhere or down below on the notes. But I am making this brioche hat out of faux fur from Lion's brand, and then this other yarn that it's called Mominoki, and this one was gifted to me by one of my friends. It's Mominoki Finual, and she told me that it was part of a hibernating kit. And yeah, it's 100% wool, and it's 360 meters per 100 grams. So I would say it's like a sport, between a sport and heavy fingering. I love it. Like, I want to make some socks out of it, or something. I don't know. Talking about socks, I'm wearing my Curio socks today, and I hope it's not so ugly looking, but yeah. Oh, there they are. I'll show them in another time when I'm not wearing them. And those are made out of Spin Cycle and Mondine, and this is that Portuguese wool, and this one is very, I feel like it's very similar to the Portuguese wool of that brand, Mondine Retrosaria Pomar. So yeah, I need to finish this hat soon, and it's so soft. I feel like for a stuffed animal, it would be really good. My friend was telling me that when I put it on, I'm gonna look like a cactus, and I think she's completely right. And I think I like it better on this side because then it shows both of the colors. Yeah, it's just a big brioche thing. And Lavagna Patriciella, that's the name of the designer. And again, I will link it down so that you guys can see it. And that's my latest work in progress. I think I cast on like probably 3 days ago, maybe more. And I've been working it. It's very, very soft and squishy. And talking about brioche, well, I'm wearing this shawl that it's all colors of Yarn Experiments. It's on DK weight yarn, but I did not make this. My sample knitter made it, and it is very, very pretty. Like, I think this is so amazing. And the colors, and I'm sorry if you hear noise, I have my children downstairs. The colors are Vintage Confetti, and this one is Rust, and then this is Sage Waters, and the yellow is Pollen, and the purplish is called Lilac. And I think all those colors are on my Etsy shop right now, on DK weight. And if they're not, and if you really like it, I could dye them for you guys. But yeah, well, I'm not here to talk much about my yarn, but yeah, it's very beautiful. I really like it. Voila. What else? I've been going on Instagram, and more than Instagram, there's this Facebook group. It's called Sock Knitting, Addicted to Sock Knitting. I will link that too. And a lot of the people that joined that are in that group are making the Vanilla is the New Black socks, and here they are, and it's really, really cool. It's just a vanilla sock, and I'm counting my stitches with these markers, and then the heel opens up with increases from the center out. And the pattern, you have the choice to buy just the fingering weight pattern, or you can buy it with the DK weight, and I think it was $8 for 2 patterns, and I just went ahead and got both because I'm really enjoying making them. And this yarn is by Nomadic Yarns. It's self-striping tweed. I love it. And this is my own brand. I think the color is either turmeric or caramel. I'm not completely sure, and it's just sock yarn. But yeah, so here we are. We'll see how far I can get next time. And a funny thing with this sock, I don't know if you can see how it goes down, like it thins out right here. I was knitting it, and I took it to an event in the extravaganza, and my friend Kat grabbed it and she started working on it. And her gauge, as you can see, is way tighter than my gauge. But hopefully that'll block out. And if it doesn't, it's just going to be a reminder of my sweet friend. And yeah, so I think I have, oh, and I just lost my marker. Probably fell down right now that I'm talking, but I'll put it back on. And yeah, the marker goes right here on the center. And I'll link this pattern as well if you would like to work on some socks. And that's the update of my work in progress. I have another work in progress that I showed it last in my last episode, and it's my cardigan, and this is the Felix cardigan, and I split for the sleeves, and I'm using Cory Confetti by La Bien-Aimée. It's a worsted weight, if I'm not, it's either DK or worsted, I'm not. I have one probably close. No, I do not. But I'm using, I think this pattern is written for Aran, and I'm using like a less thick yarn, but I think it's coming out great. Like, I really like it. And last time I went to Black Mountain yarn shop, I bought some buttons for it, and I will show them to you because I think they're fabulous. My friend Sam helped me pick them out. And they're all in my bag. Oops, now it's all. But yeah, they're here. Here are the buttons, and some of them already fell out of the container. But these are my buttons that I'm gonna use for that. And the brand is, how would you pronounce that? Idlewild? They're made out of ceramic, and they're like white. And if I put them right next to my sweater, they will look like this. I'm trying to peek, and when I peek, the camera grabs my eyes, and then it doesn't focus on what I want to show you. So I apologize for doing that. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Again, this pattern is the Felix cardigan in Cory Confetti by La Bien-Aimée, and I'm using size, I need very, very loose, guys. So don't always gauge for your sweaters. Don't go by what I say. I need continental, and that makes me, I guess that makes my gauge loose. These are Chiagu 10, 6 millimeters. So that's what I'm working on right now. And this is just a good simple sweater. I think it could be great beginner cardigan. They also have the pullover version where you can knit it on the round. And if you're adventurous, maybe you can make the other one and then add some stitches on the center and stick it. Like, why not, right? But they have the cardigan pattern, so you can do either or. It depends on your preference. And yeah, well, so that's pretty much all I got. I did dye some colors for January, and they're all in my shop. And I didn't have them out on time, like for January, and then I put it on my Instagram, my Yarn Experiments Instagram, and people, an Instagram friend commented that it made her think of Astrid. So the name is Astrid, and it's like a pinky base with speckles that are, it's very similar to vintage confetti, except it's not that pink, and it's got more caramel like speckles, and they came out really nice, if I say so myself. And Hohi just put out the Elton pullover pattern, so I paired it up with the other yarn that I had, and I think it's gonna make some really good, it could be some really good combinations. That's what I have. And I don't know if I talked to you about wanting to design a cowl with Mexican or Native American designs. Not American, Native Mexican, which would be like Aztec or Mayan. So I want to show you the book that I have, and I have another book, but I need to find it, that I found. It's called Design Motifs to Ancient Mexico. And so these are the kind of motifs that I'm thinking to make them into color work for this cowl. And yeah, those are some design ideas, and it's very cool because it tells you here what those mean. And so I need to start working in something like that. I don't know if people would be interested in making something like that, but I'm interested in designing it, and you gotta be true to yourself and do what your heart is calling you to do, and mine is calling me to do that. So I will work on that when I get time to do it. I don't know. You know what, the truth is I have not blocked this shawl, that's why it's like, oh, but I need to block it so that it's more flowy. It needs to be more flowy. And I think I'm out of things to talk to you about today. It's going to be a short one, but I really wanted to get back here because it's been a while since I record a podcast, and things pile up, and I wanted to put those things out there. Oh, I have another project right here, and this is the design that I'm working with my friend Sam. She used to dye also Fiverr, but now she's might be starting a new company. And that's all I'm going to say. So we're trying to work on a poncho. We went to this class in Black Mountain with designer Annie, and she's these bird knits, and she has precious sweaters that she's made. She had a design your own sweater out of a garment that you like, and I didn't bring a garment because I forgot it. So I also had pictures of things that I like, and I found on this shop Anthropology a poncho that was so cute, and so we are trying to design out of that something similar. And I'm just marling a DK weight yarn with a fingering weight yarn, and or 3 fingering weight yarns, and it's just like a thick yarn, as you can see. And I'm mixing up all the yarn that I really like, and our plan is to make like square with sleeves, but short sleeves, and just a color. So we're working on that. And so far I've used dandelions and daisies, and that's Daybreak. I've used Naughty Pine. The color is Spring Chicken. Oh, that's funny, Spring Chicken. And what else? I have used Nightfall by Dandelion and Daisies. Oh, and this color is super pretty. I think it's, oh no, it's not that one. Yeah, it is this one. It's so beautiful. It's like greens and purples, and I don't know, I just think it's very, very pretty. And what else? I'm using this one by the Kinetic Knitter, and I don't remember what the name of this one is, but I should have all the tags here. And of course the one that I want to talk about is not here, right? Oh, it's right here. And this is her, oh, it's called Kismet, and it's her plush DK, and this is her tag. I really like the work of this lady. She's pretty amazing with the colors that she does. So yeah, so, and some Old Soul Fiverr, and that is Sam colors, and I'm using raspberry truffle, and that color is this one. It's a very dark, moody purple with like what is the name, like plums and maybe even browns. I'm using this one. This one was a gift from a friend. Her brand is called Pink Adobe Yarns, and I think, I don't want to say it wrong, I don't know if she's in Arizona, New Mexico, one of those two, but I will link her brand. And I love this color because it's just a gray with like very like rust speckles, but they come out, they look like yellow undertones. I don't know how to describe this color. This is fabulous. I love this color. And this is the Dandelion and Daisies DK. I'm running out of this one. This is the Naughty Pine. This is the Spring Chicken. And it's a fingering base, like a twist. And this is Anzula Fibers. And I know she just opened a shop. I'm so exciting to open a shop. And the color for, so it's Anzula, and the color it's Frankie. I really like this yellow. As you can see, yellow is like one of my favorites. I put yellow everywhere. This is yellow too. And this is another yellow. I think this is La Bianime Yellow Brick Road. I love that yellow. I'm also mixing in some of my colors. This is Mexico City in DK. It's just a gray with speckles of different colors. What else do I have here? That's it. I think that's all I'm mixing so far. And I apologize for my son that's screaming downstairs. He's playing a game. I hope you can't hear him. But if you can, I apologize. I do have children, so that's it. So again, I'm just going in the round, knitting away. I kind of want to scream at him. Be quiet. So friends, that's all for today. I don't have anything else to show you. I hope when this comes out, some of you would like to either test it, or I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know how this is gonna come out or when it's going to be ready. But I am really excited about this one. I just feel like it's fun to, it's like a good stash buster. So far it's been so fun to pick colors randomly and just go about it. So that is what I'm working on, guys. I hope you have a fabulous week and knit happy. Bye.